St. Clare College Online Education System. The leading edge in online education system. In times of epidemiological status, the St. Clare College of Caloocan observes the overall directives of the Administrators, Department of Education, Commission on Higher Education and the Interagency Task Force. The school assures to the parents and learners the service to re-engineer a safe and healthy learning environment in the midst of COVID-19. It serves as one of the tasks and responsibilities of the school to recalibrate various modalities of learning delivery for the school year 2020 to 2021. The school's technological advancement provides solutions for the flexible learning. Specifically, online platform is highly recommended to be the front line among other modalities. It will evidently facilitate numerous interactive and remote activities that surely carry a wide range of interconnectivity. With the utmost dedication on its mission and vision, St. Clare of College continues to develop its ICT infrastructure and equipment. The school also aims to ensure learning continuity through K-12 curriculum adjustments, alignment of learning materials, deployment of multiple learning delivery modalities, provision of corresponding training for teachers and school leaders, and proper orientation of parents or guardians of learners, and to facilitate the safe return of teaching and non-teaching personnel and learners to workplaces and schools. Taking into consideration the scenarios projected by the Department of Health and the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases in the Philippines, the school's readiness serves as an essential factor to the continuous teaching and learning process of the school in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. Thus, it equips the institution in preparing for its future undertakings. Thus, it creates focus on the process and unites the stakeholders toward common goals. The present situation in the midst of the pandemic indicates that web-based flexible learning will become the most accepted mode of delivery. In the near future, it takes itself as an alternative to traditional face-to-face instruction, particularly in the basic education landscape, due to its potential of providing an increased access to education for more people, increased student engagement with the tutor, rich learning resources, peers, and external experts, and flexibility beyond the limits of classrooms without compromising quality. St. Clare College composes of academic departments in which all members of the group are empowered to be bold and innovative in harnessing available and appropriate ICT-based platforms towards teaching and learning environments so as opportunities that are pedagogically sound, learner-centered, engaging, offer flexibility in time, place, and pace of learning, and facilitate the most efficient and effective use of human, technological, and physical resources. St. Clare College Online Education System. Elements of St. Clare Online. St. Clare Online Education System is an educational platform that composes different subsystems. A prime benefit of St. Clare Online is that it ensures that you are in synchronization with modern learners. This enables the learner to access updated content whenever they want it. For teaching, it enables educators to get a higher degree of coverage to communicate the message in a consistent way for their learners. This ensures that all learners receive the same type of training with this learning mode. Due to the wide set of benefits it gives to students, St. Clare Online has become quite popular and appreciated among students all over the world. With such, St. Clare Online introduces St. Clare College Worldwide. This St. Clare Online is designed to establish and comply the specifics for the implementation of the flexible learning program for St. Clare College Online Education System, that primarily seeks to accomplish the theoretical, conceptual, and practical frameworks for students, faculty, administrators and other stakeholders to be fully aware and engaged with the different modalities on learning delivery stated in the school's learning continuity plan. In this time of uncertain condition, the St. Clare College assures the stakeholders that it will still serve as the leading edge for online learning both local and abroad. Significance of St. Clare Online. The St. Clare Online on different learning delivery modalities will be beneficial to students, learn to access and integrate flexible learning to cope up with arising learning-related issues and challenges in the new normal. Teachers facilitate learning by being equipped with flexible learning-oriented teaching strategies and platforms available through St. Clare Online. Administrators and staff ensure a fully recalibrated flexible learning environment for the new normal. Family, community, and other stakeholders engage with their respective responsibility in enabling the learners to fully adapt the flexible learning on the new normal. Homepage. This feature provides the front of package in St. Clare Online. It serves as a summary of all salient features of the software. It particularly describes the programs offered from primary, intermediate, junior high school, senior high school and tertiary. These offer insights for the students on the program descriptions, program outcomes, and career opportunities after their academic completions. Learning Management System. Learning Management System is a software application for managing, archiving, monitoring, reporting and delivering training courses or training programs. Learning Management System help the instructor to deliver material to students, manage tests and other tasks, monitor students' progress and ensure record keeping. Thus, its roles are aligned to organization's objectives, online training strategy, and desired outcomes. Also, the most it is being utilized for deploying and tracking flexible teaching and learning activities. Typically, all academic tasks and deliverables are uploaded to the Learning Management System, which makes them easily accessible for all teachers and learners, most especially those who are in the remote areas. Furthermore, the Learning Management System composes built-in e-learning authoring tools that allows the development of online training materials. The Learning Management System serves as a vast repository where information is stored and can easily be tracked. Members of the institution can access the online training anytime, anywhere, and anyhow. This salient feature also allows the students and teachers to navigate with their schedules. Consequently, the parents or guardians can interestedly monitor the schedule of the learners for them to be fully aware as to when and how the learners should attend their academic errands. Federation Associations of Private Schools and Administrators Net, FNET. In many ways, it is difficult to discuss any aspect of contemporary society without considering the Internet, especially in times of crisis that we are facing. Many people's lives are saturated so thoroughly with digital technology that the once obvious distinction between either being online or offline now fails to do justice to a situation where the Internet is implicitly always on. Indeed, it is often observed that younger generations are unable to talk about the Internet as a discrete entity. With such, St. Clare College of Colucan, in collaboration with Federation Associations of Private Schools and Administrators, integrate a high-speed Internet connectivity and online platform called the FNET as part of the members' respective school facilities. It supports and stands as the electronic learning management system of the school, which caters various interfaces for school administrators, teachers, students, and parents. Its interfaces promote high connectivity among stakeholders. Thus, promotes transparency and updates on different leverages of information. Fast and accurate online services are encrypted for the utmost convenience even at home. Specifically, it caters some of its high-performance features like Learning Management System, School Management System, Student Information System, Online Education, FAFSA Pay e-Wallet, My Store, Online Enrollment and Online Grades. Furthermore, it works with 1100 Mbps or 1.1 Gbps bandwidth. The FNET and St. Clare College online method of learning, as empowered by FNET, is best suited for everyone. This digital revolution has led to remarkable changes in how the content is accessed, consumed, discussed, and shared. Online educational courses can be taken up by working students even abroad, at the time that suits them. Depending on their availability and comfort, many people choose to learn at weekends or evenings. Unlike in a classroom setting, With online learning you can access the content an unlimited number of times. In the same manner, this is especially beneficial to students at the time revision when preparing for an exam. In traditional form of learning, if students are not able to attend the lecture, then they have to prepare for the topic discussed during such lecture on their own. In St. Clare Online, they can attend the lectures whenever they want with ease. Content Management System. The content management system is an element that helps users create, manage, and modify content on a website without the need for specialized technical knowledge. Also serves as an application or set of related programs that are used to create and manage digital content such as course plan, expanded course plan, syllabus, and learning modules. It facilitates collaboration in the school by integrating document management, digital asset management and records retention functionalities, and providing end users with role-based access to the organization's digital assets. Course plan. It is a digital document that provides list of the lessons with corresponding number of weeks for virtual classroom discussion. It is an essential resource for teachers. It enables the teachers and students in the course content to advance so that it will not only be a high-quality class, but especially so that it fits into the available time frame. Through planning, they may not have time to teach everything you meant to. It serves as a guide student to monitor their upcoming lessons as well as for them to cope up with their missed classes. Primarily, it is the course's progress indicator. Expanded Course Plan, a digital document that contains important information about your class. Specifically, for an online course, this information includes biographical and contact information for the instructor, a paragraph about the instructor's background and relevant qualifications for teaching the class. Course description, a paragraph that explains what the course is about. Course materials, a list of textbooks and/or computer software, if applicable, that students will need to participate in the course. Course learning goals, a set of statements that shows students how the course will be relevant to them, what they will know, and what they will be able to do in relation to the subject by the end of the quarter. School policies. Grading policies. Assignments, a brief description of each assignment to give the students a sense of how much work is required in the course. Discussion board etiquette, a statement about the type of communication expected on the discussion boards. Weekly learning outcomes, statements about what specific skills and knowledge students will have developed by the end of each week. Course schedule, a list of assignment, quiz, and project due dates. Minimum technical requirements, a statement about the type technology required to access course materials. Technology support, a statement about who students should call if they experience problems with technology. Learning module is a digital tool that provides course materials in a logical, sequential order, guiding students through the content and assessments in the order specified by the instructor. Instructors can insert formatted text, files, web links, discussion topics, assignments, tests and quizzes, and soon, assessments. Content can be structured in such a way as to require students to complete content before they are allowed to proceed to the next content. It is also possible for instructors to set up a place for students to add content to the learning module. Institution Management System. Institutional management system is an element that enables the school to facilitate the storage, organization, and retrieval of information. This is where the students may have their enrollment procedures. Thus, this element provides a platform where the faculty needs to log in/time in for their virtual classes attendance. Personal Management System. This is an element that provides platform for the students and teachers to conduct their personal transactions. The students and teachers can set up their personal account. It provides easy and best solution for online clients in the most efficient and excellent response time. It caters easy to use, as simple as fill a form and the rest will be taken care of by the web and database servers. Virtual Management System. VMS is the element where educational technology takes place. It is a web-based platform for the digital repository of learning materials in an audio-visual form. The following are the contents of the VMS. Teacher DJ. Video lessons. Webinars. Virtual conferences. Virtual colloquium. Virtual workshops. Virtual writ e-shops. School compliance to the Basic Education and Higher Education Institution Learning Continuity Plan. In accordance with the pertinent provisions of the Republic Act No. 7722, otherwise known as the Higher Education Act of 1994, Republic Act No. 11469. Otherwise known as the Bayanihan Tahil as One Act, and by virtue of the Commission on and Bank Resolution No. 412-2020, Series of 2020, the Commission on Higher Education. Department of Education and St. Clare College hereby consequently adopts and promulgates the above-mentioned provisions and memorandum orders. COVID-19 really hit home on January 30, 2020, when World Health Organization declared it a public health emergency of international concern. While here in the Philippines, the Department of Health announced the first patient who tested positive for it. Immediately on February 1, 2020, the Department of Education Secretary issued Memo No. 11, Series of 2020, creating a task force for the management of the department's response to COVID-19. In compliance, the school submitted its substantial response to the above-mentioned provision last 26th day of June 2020. Content and Compliance-Ready Learning Continuity Plan. On the other hand, the Commission on Higher Education also released Memorandum Order No. 4 Series of 2020 pertaining to guidelines on the implementation of flexible learning. These documents required the school to comply to serve as a proof of readiness to perform and implement the flexible learning or the new modalities of learning in the new normal. Consequently, the school complied last 29th day of December 2020. Compliance-ready documents submitted to the Commission on Higher Education NCR. Compliance to Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Order No. 31 Series of 2020 dated November 4, 2020. Commission on Higher Education NCR personnel receiving the pertinent documents for compliance to the above-mentioned Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Order. The Learning Continuity Plan is essential to the continuous teaching and learning process of the school in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. Thus, it equips the institution in preparing for its present and future undertakings. The said Learning Continuity Plan creates focus on the process and unites the stakeholders toward common goals. The present situation in the midst of the pandemic indicates that web-based flexible learning become the most accepted mode of delivery. In the present, it serves as an alternative to traditional face-to-face instruction, particularly in the basic education landscape, due to its potential of providing an increased access to education for larger community, increased student engagement with the teacher, rich learning resources, peers, and external experts, and flexibility beyond the limits of classrooms without compromising quality. Consequently, the school is guided by the UNESCO Information and Communication Technology ICT Competency Framework for Teachers in 2016. It seeks to help countries develop comprehensive national teacher ICT competency policies and standards and integrate these in overarching ICT in education plans. All of the existing practices involve learning, the concept of place or distance, and the use of technology. Whatever one chooses to call it, flexible learning combines classroom and online education. And because of improvements in both school curriculum and digital technology, as a learning model, it continues to gain momentum. While education experts continue to debate the efficacy of hybrid learning, its existence has challenged the school to re-evaluate not just technology's place in, and out of, the classroom, but also how to reach and teach students more effectively. Even though many of the stakeholders experience lack of technology-rich classrooms and homes, the rapidly evolving education landscape increasingly requires us to incorporate technology to customize student learning. Flexible learning, with its mix of technology and traditional face-to-face instruction, is a great approach. It combines classroom learning with online learning, in which students can, in part, control the time, pace, and place of their learning. Flexible learning model, in which teachers determine the combination that is right for them and their students. Many talented teachers, both new and experienced, are finding themselves increasingly empowered by and excited to use technology. With such, these guidelines seek to help teachers broaden their use of technology and ease into flexible learning. Increasingly, the situation has made the school realize that many educators do not want to disenfranchise students without computers or reliable internet access at home. But disenfranchisement is exactly what will happen if students walk out of our classrooms without cultivating the skills necessary to succeed in our rapidly changing and increasingly digital world. Consequently, the school provides another options and preferences with respect to the absence of resources for flexible learning. This is where learning continuity plan will take place. Historically, the first distance education course in the modern sense was provided by Sir Isaac Pitman in the 1840s, who taught a system of shorthand by mailing texts transcribed into shorthand on postcards and receiving transcriptions from his students in return for correction. The element of student feedback was a crucial innovation of Pitman's system. This scheme was made possible by the introduction of uniform postage rates across England in 1840. Subsequently, this program and process primarily provide the learning resources for the students' specialty modules. With the consequences brought by the pandemic, St. Clare of Caloocan will cater learner-centered e-classrooms with the goal of providing teacher-designed flexible learning model and distance learning. Giving students control over the learning process requires that they know how to communicate, collaborate, and solve problems in groups, pairs, and individually. This work can be messy, loud, and disorganized, but in the end, the learning is much more meaningful. This made the schools realize how daunting the idea of weaving technology into a traditional classroom can be. Nevertheless, continuity of the teaching and learning must be prioritized first. At St. Clare College, no student should be left behind.